After a few weeks with no racing, we're finally back at the track. Today we're at Silverstone, in the old pit lane, ready to tackle the full Grand Prix circuit. The paddock is buzzing as always, and we're in good company, with a Ford GT40 to our left, and a TV show being filmed to our right. Good company then, for our two MGBs we'll be racing today, in the Equipe GTS Championship. We're here with our Ex-Works MGB that competed in the 1964 12 Hours of Sebring race, and in case you missed it, this car is now a Goodwood race winner too. And our blue MGB, which is proving to be a little beast as well. More on this car and our big plans for it later. Before qualifying, the team principal Tom and race mechanic Ben needed to make a few repairs to the red car. After a couple of hard test days at Silverstone, the car had developed a running issue. Starting with a new fuel pump, the team made their way through the car, eliminating each possible culprit. It turns out the rev limiter had shorted to ground, wiping out the coil and condenser. With the items refreshed, the car was good to go again. With both cars back up and running, they headed out to the holding area, a place that will never get old for any classic car lover. Under the watchful eye of Jim Clark, 45 cars headed out for qualifying. Today's race was multi-class, with two races happening at the same time. The faster Libra class featured Mustangs, E-Types, Elans, and even this magnificent Ford Galaxy. The GTS class we were running in featured MGBs, TVRs and Austin-Healeys. Importantly, both classes feature pre-1966 cars only. With qualifying over, Paul in the blue car had earned 40th, and Ian in the red car 37th. Both cars would once again be separated by a hair on the grid. Before we hear from Tom about the plans for the blue car, there are many fantastic cars to be seen here today, so let me take you on a tour of the paddock. The blue car had returned to the paddock with a couple of issues.
Morning everyone. There was no morning introduction because we were running around like headless chickens. Had fuel pump, condenser and coil pack up on the red one. So we got that going, that's going well. Apart from the rev limiters packed up on it, so there's no rev limiter. This one was fine when we parked it up last night. Now we have 2 cylinders missing and no brakes. As per normal, rush around and try and get this back up and running.
So we just pulled the plugs out, cleaned them up because they were fouled up. But basically, because they fouled up, they're not sparking as strong as they should be, obviously causing the misfire. So we will see. So we'll run it up in a minute when Tom's got from underneath it, see where we're at, and then I think what we'll have to do is look at jetting the fuel, seeing what we're getting, see if it's matching to what we think we should, and if not, then we'll cross bridges, I think.
We are just adjusting the rear brake shoes out because they don't self-adjust. Yeah, I think we're getting on all right. When did you dent your car?
I can't say I noticed that when I cleaned it yesterday.
Sounded like someone's tapped you.
It's a bit low though, isn't it?
Yeah. I reckon a prototype's knocked the back of the car whilst testing. It's got rubber and everything on it, like a tyre's hit it.
A huge flat spot was also found on one of the tyres. The car had certainly seen some action over the last few days of hard testing.
So we haven't bought enough credits to have 2 perfectly working cars. You see, they're very expensive. So we've had to divide it up. So 50% of the time this one works and 50% of the time that one works. And we're currently in a deficit where they both don't work. Yeah, this one's been pretty good. We have had some problems with it this year. We've got a new engine being put together to go in it at the moment. This is a cobbled together engine, different head to the block it had. We have been playing around with the fuel system, 3D printed some trumpets for it the other day. So we've got the torque up a bit more. We've got some small issues with it, but it's going okay. So we'll ignore most of them for the time being. We had to put new brake shoes in it. Oh, it's got loud now.
distracted by Marcos starting up, but it's gone now.
Yeah, it's gone now, yeah. So we were just going through Paul's car. Pretty similar layout, apart from being right-hand drive. Not a works car or anything. This was a fresh build in 2019, a rebuild in 2019 by MG Motorsport. They're probably one of the best in the business of putting a car together. It's got different axle in to Ian's because it's a later car, different box because it's a later car, heavier because it's not a works car, so it hasn't got as many aluminium panels. But in general, it seems to handle better than the red one, even though we're very close now. But that has something to do with different axle means we can get it lower on the rear with different springs to what we can fit in that one. There's not much difference, apart from that's pretty much original.
Red or the blue?
I like the red one. I like this one for handling, but that one's going really well at the moment. Yeah, in testing, that was really fast. I was down to a 251, probably edged it below a 250 round here. Could have got a 249.8 according to the computer, but I did bin it at 110 miles an hour again. There's no footage, sorry guys. It goes missing all the time, this footage. The delete button seems to pop up as soon as I've come to a stop, you see. We don't know how that happened. It wasn't there yesterday. So maybe a little rub from somebody. Otherwise, it is good to go.
What do you call this car?
Nice Furby, isn't it? Because of the number plate.
And so with both cars buttoned back up, it was time to return to the holding area and get ready for 40 minutes of battling at Silverstone. Both smiling.
Yeah, which is unusual, isn't it?
Makes a change.
We've had a really nice time. We've had lots of issues, but we've had a nice time.
We've had all sorts of problems,
Well,
really.
Tyre problems, wheel bearings, brakes,
Gravel.
gravel. I don't know what the gravel problem was. Today's gone, we had troubles this morning.
We had issues this morning.
Yeah, panic on this morning as normal. That's why there was no intro or anything.
And shout out to Race Supplies. Without them this weekend, we would have been a
competition supplies.
competition supplies.
We've been there twice, 3 times. I think we've been there every day to spend some money.
Yeah, but without them, we might have been a little bit screwed.
We would have been screwed. I think generally we've had a good fun. Both the drivers are happy, you know.
Everyone's smiling.
Everyone's happy. We're happy.
We had a good race result, really, considering after the starting we dropped back quite a few places. And we managed to gain them back, and we finished, well, Paul finished where he wanted to, really.
Yeah, we beat the guys we wanted to beat. There's like 6, 7, there's 8, there's a group of 8 of us, and we want to be at the top of there. Paul was the top of that group.
Which was great.
He got Moffat and Tibbet in the end, and Ian was 2 places behind him, so he was right in the mix.
Ian's pace has been good as well.
It's been absolutely phenomenal all weekend, on the pace from dot 1 today. So we've been really happy.
Reality is, we've had a good weekend. It's been a hard weekend.
It's been a long
one. A lot of long nights, like what? Late nights.
Long hours, yeah. It's a good thing I don't pay Ben by the hour. Or I charge this lot by the hour. We'd be rich then.
Lads, you have both done an amazing job this weekend.
Thank you.
I'm going to take the microphones away from you and let you pack up and go home.
Yeah, that's the plan.
I'm ready for my own bed, I think.
Yeah, I'm ready for bed. Hopefully we'll see you all testing in a couple of weeks' time, or we will see you all at Donington.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, actually we got a workshop video to do next week. But racing will be Donington, I think. So take care, everyone.
So we might see you.
Yeah, we got a lot going on, but let's go with we'll see you at Donington. See you later.
If you've made it this far and enjoyed the video, we'd love it if you could press the like button. And if you'd like to continue following our journey this year, make sure you're subscribed for more. Thank you so much for watching.